Okay, back again. So, first of all, you got to know that you are not who you think you are. I don't care what you think. How high. I am not who I think I am. I'm forever having to say to myself, I don't know that this means what I think it means. Especially when I'm looking at me and I'm looking at the milieu I live in and who I am. I mean, I can start opening up to and being aware of who I am, but I can't define it. I can't give it limits. I can't, and certainly can't fix it because there's nothing wrong with it. When we talk, some of one of the things, remember Kubler-Ross, when she came out with the 5 steps of death and dying, those are very important steps because they're really the 5 steps of living too. Death and dying is living, whether you're dying to this world or whether you're dying to yourself and the limitations and the problems and all the hostility of living in this world the way it is, because it is hostile. Folks, it is hostile. It's hostile because we're on stage. It's a drama. All dramas have their hostility. They all work that way. Drama is everything's fine. Something comes up and all of a sudden it's not fine. Then you work real hard to take care of that thing that came up so that it can go away and you can be fine again. That's the story of the world. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. The story of your being is, wow, be here now. Everything is laying out before you right now. Enjoy being you. Be the light that you are. Kubler-Ross talked about it because it's about how you come out of stories. The 5 steps of death and dying are how you come out of stories. And first of all, if I'm irritating you, I'm irritating you if this story. But if you are locked into this world, and if you need to stay in this world and stay believing that you are of the world, not like Jesus said. He said, "Be in this world, but not of it." Definitely don't be of it. But if you have to be of it, like most people are, don't worry, because when you die, you'll come out of it. You'll come out of it when you die. You're eternal. You will come out of it, no matter what's going on. You can look at your life, think maybe it's hopeless or something like that. Even if you think it's hopeless as a way of you being able to let go of that in this life, right now, well, fine. But when you die, that's how you let go of things. You just let go. You die. You let them go. They empty, right? Then you're free. But in the world, as you leave, there's these 5 steps of death and dying. And they're really, what they are is they're steps moving through the lie. Moving through the lie of who you think you are, what your world's about, what your life's about. Again, you are the same child that came into this world, perfect, with your imagination wide open and your curiosity wide open and your sense of love and your sense of, you didn't really have a sense of forgiveness because it was hard for you to even figure out why to hold a grudge against someone because you saw so much, was so beautiful before you. You just didn't know what was going on. You just didn't know what was going on. Even especially when the people around you are acting crazy and reacting to everything and you're sitting there going like, what are they getting so excited about? You had to be taught how to get excited about it. That you had to be taught and believe in these stories about what's going on with you, okay? That you're living in a hostile universe, that you have to take care of it, that you're responsible for it. That should is a solid strategy. Should is a solid strategy. You have to be taught all that. That time actually exists. Even our physicists proved that, 20 years ago they were saying time isn't real. No, it's not real. It's just some sort of a mental checklist we do. There's only now, but we have this thing about time. We've never lived and never even experienced anything in the past. We think we have, but we haven't experienced. We've never been in the now in the past. We've never been in the now in the future. There is no future. There is no past. There is even no sense of space. Here and now. That's all there is here and now. I know that could really kind of fry your brain, but that's why I really talked a lot about willingness, which I'll probably bring up some more, because this isn't something you can attack with your will or your mind. It's something you have to let go of, and it's like jumping in a pool, like a swimming pool you've never been in, and people keep telling you, this is the best pool, this is the pool of here and now, and you sit on the side of it going, I don't know though, that water feels kind of cold, or is it safe? I don't know. I think, you go to church, and at church all the religionists tell you, well, you'll be safe when you die. Then you can jump in that pool. If you've been good, you get to go in that pool. If not, I don't know what they think. Some people think of that there's not a pool for some others, which is pretty bonkers anyways. But that's how you control people. You give them fear. You give them fear. Okay, and that's most of what religion is about. I'm a minister. I was ordained a minister, and a very liberal denomination, and a liberal way of approaching it, almost like Zen Buddhism or something like that, or the Tao. And still, I saw that in all of that, there was just too much, because it was tied into the world. Too much drama, and too much just too much drama. I'm getting near the end here again, so I'm going to do another section. I'm doing these in 6-minute lots. That's why I'm quitting it now.